Recently, my friend Arthur Lowry has been making some great videos where he puts his Star Wars books on the floor. It is a revolutionary idea for a series. It's gotten me thinking about collection videos that I've done. I do, of course, every January, I do a EU collection update where I show off my collection in full once every year when it rolls around to January. And it got me thinking about something that I haven't shown in either of my EU collections because with the spines, you can't really see them and what exactly I have, and that is my single issue comics. And I've talked about this a lot on various streams, but I think of the many ways that you can get comic books to read for the expanding universe, the by far best method to read them is in the Dark Horse trade paperback format. It's just the most pleasing size and quality to use to read, in my opinion. And so trade paperback is my selection of choice for reading comics. Omnibuses are a bit too big, epic collections are a little too floppy and wobbly, single issues are just really frustrating if you're trying to read an arc. The ads are cool, they're great, but flipping every 20 pages between issues, between bagged issues, is really frustrating, I've found. So I love to collect the single issue comics because they have really cool covers. Each of them has a unique cover, so the trade paperbacks aren't necessarily going to have that cover. So I really do enjoy collecting the single issues for the fact of the covers. So first of all, up framed, I have 2 issues of Tales of the Jedi and 1 of Republic. Elsewhere in the house, I also have 3 other issues of Republic. Somewhere else in the house, and I also have a River of Chaos comic, and I think that's it. But keep in mind for this video, I won't be showing the Galaxy magazines, I won't be showing the roleplay RPG Wizards of the Coast magazine, I won't be showing any of the insiders I have, or any of the obscure third-party RPG magazines that I have, that I will be showing in future Obscure EU videos, so stay tuned for those. Also, I have a new chair. Look at this. It's a beauty. It's a rolly chair, so it goes back and forth. And look at that. Armrests. Way better to sit in this to record rather than the last chair that I had, which is a simple folding chair with no arms that creaks every time I move or adjust myself on it, that is incredibly uncomfortable. So for doing 1.5 hours or 2 hour talking Star Wars EU videos, you can always hear my chair fidgeting, so I'm trying to get comfortable. And I'm a pretty fidgety person, so this is monumental. First video with this new chair, and look at that. Can spin side to side, how fun. I'm very excited about this chair. It feels already so much better. I can lean back and there's something to support me. I have a place to put my arms. This is wonderful. This is lovely. That I don't have to use that chair that I've been using since 2021 on my videos. But with all that out of the way, let's look at my single issues of Star Wars comic books that I have in my collection. So first is something that I dedicated a whole video to. That's the Tales of the Jedi Ashcan edition. So it's in black and white. So if you want to learn more about it, you can go to my video about it to learn more about the specifics of it. I'll try to show this and not have my computer screen reflected in the bag there. So yeah, that's the first thing that we have. And then I have Knight Errant issue number 1 as a single issue. This is a pretty cool cover. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. Yeah, let's do that. Let's rank the covers as we go through. That first Tales of the Jedi one got a 10 of 10, by the way. We have Knight Errant issue 2, solid 6 out of 10. I don't love the cartoony style as much, but still a cool cover. Third, we have Knight Errant again, the 3rd issue of Knight Errant. I like this cover, 7 of 10. Then we've got issue 4 of Knight Errant Escape. It's got one of the Sith brothers on here. This is the one that I like the most. He's my favorite character in all of Knight Errant, actually. This cover is pretty solid. I give it a 7.5. I like the red. It goes well with the cape. Yes. Issue 5 here. This is probably the best of the first 5 issues of Knight Errant in terms of cover. I'd probably give this one an 8 of 10. Looks solid. And since this one's out of the bag, I can show you. If anyone doesn't know what a single issue comic looks like, you have staples there, and then the back is just usually an ad. And then it's staple bound. Then we have Darkness, which is an issue of Star Wars Republic, but before it was called Republic, so it's issue 33. It's got Isla on it. It's an alright cover. Overall, I'd probably give it an 8. Then we have a really cool one. This one was never collected as a graphic novel, so it's kind of an obscure comic series. It's Starfighter Crossbones. These were some of the first comics I got as I was getting into the EU. And that's Nim on there, of course, the Fioran pirate. He looks so cool. This cover is amazing. Easy 10. Easy 10. I just think everything about this cover looks so cool. Love it. And then we have issue 2. It's not as good. 6 of 10. I do like it, though. It's issue 2 of Starfighter Crossbones. Tie-in, of course, to the game. Solid 9 of 10 for this cover. Love it. This is issue 3, the final issue of that mini-series. Looks great. Looks great. Love it. Then we have Dark Times issue 11, which wasn't collected in the graphic novels. It was collected in Vector Volume 1, I think. But not in the Dark... There wasn't a Dark Times graphic novel like one of the 7 here that collected this issue. It's a pretty cool cover. I give it a 7. And we have the issue after that, issue 12. There's a giant wrinkle crease on this one. Casualty of a road trip with my brother. But it's a special wrinkle now. This one, it's an alright cover, I'd say. I give it a 6. It's not my favorite. Then we have Rebellion. These covers are goofy. 5 of 10 for this one. This is Rebellion issue 6. This is in a rough chronological order, as I'm sure some of you are noticing. Rough. But it's making an effort. We have Rebellion issue 9. Probably a 6 for this one. We have Rebellion 10. I give this one an 8, much better. Cover. Vader looks cool back there. We have Rebellion 12. Give this cover a 5. It's really not that good. Rebellion 13. Another 5. Don't love this cover. It's a little bland. Rebellion 16. That's a part of the Vector run. That's a better cover. Maybe an 8. Shadow Stalkers. Solid 10 of 10 for this cover. Tie-in, of course, to Shadows of the Empire with Jix there. Love this cover. Just looks so cool. The shadow of Vader, the Stormtroopers. Love everything about this single issue. Very cool. Yes, Droids, a reprint. So this was reprinted... I can't remember when it was reprinted. It was reprinted for $1 using like recycled material, so it's cheaper to do. Cheaper paper, etc. It's part of the Marvel True Believers run, so it's not an original Droids comic. It's a reprint that they did post 2014. No Legends banner, which is somewhat interesting, but yeah, it's part of the True Believers run that they did, reprinting some old comics for really cheap, where they would only cost $1. It was a part of Star Wars Day on whatever year that this was released. I can't remember when exactly. This cover is solid, 8 of 10. Yes, then we have another True Believers. This is reprinting issue 1 of Star Wars. So it says classic there. They've changed stuff about the cover, like the color lightsaber from the original. I'll pop the original one up there. And Vader's helmet isn't like greenish. and they've changed the lightsaber there too. So I don't love those changes too much. It makes it look more correct, more how it should. But yeah, it's all right. I prefer the original cover design because it's classic. But this one's cool. It's cool to have this True Believers edition. I'd like to get that first one as well eventually. But very, very cool overall. Give this cover a 6. Yes, one of my favorites. The first, well, is this the first appearance of Jackson? At least the first cover appearance of Jackson. There he is, my Green Rabbit boy. Love him. Look at that guy. Man, this is easily one of the greatest Star Wars comic storylines ever written. Don't get in the comments at me about that. I love 8 for Aduba 3. And I love this cover. It's glorious. The stars in the background, it feels so retro. I love these original Marvel comics so much. Solid 10. I give it 10.5 out of 10. I just love that cover. Here's the next one, issue 9 of the original Marvel Star Wars comic run. And you've got Jackson on there, the Green Rabbit boy again, making another appearance. Solid 10, or 9, 10 for that one. Yes, this is a classic one. Let the Wookiee Win. The Deadly Reunion here. Marvel Star Wars issue number 13. 35 cents. Crazy. It's so cool to have some of these original Marvel comics in single issue format. They're just so old. They're just so cool. They're from the 70s and 80s. They feel really special to have these. They're super colorful, super fun. I was lucky to get some in pretty decent shape overall. The corners all look fairly solid. I'm not gonna go ahead and get them graded or anything, but these are beautiful for old comics, and they're really valuable online, so I was lucky to pick some of them up. That covers an 8. This is a classic because it was used on the graphic novel collections that they did a long time ago. Devil World, I think, was this one. This is a cool looking cover. 9 of 10. It's issue 14. Well, I have Star Wars Annual number 2. This is the mega king-sized one. Cool cover. I give it a 7 of 10. Nothing bad or super good about it. It's kind of a classic one, though. Classic. Then we also have issue 27. Something so special about it saying approved by the comic code up in the top right. Something's kind of surreal about that. This is a solid cover with Valance on it for issue number 27 here. Super solid. Absolutely love it. 10 of 10 for that cover. Yes. Well, I've got 33 here. Yeah. This is a classic. Saber Clash here. Look at that. Love it. There's Space Battle there with Mr. Tag. That is a classic cover right there. 9 of 10. That's issue 33. And then we have issue 36, which is a classic as well. Luke versus the Purple Panther with the spike. Love it. 10 of 10. These comics are goofy, but they're fun. That's issue 36 there. Also got a reprinting of the newspaper strips with classic Star Wars. Just love this cover. It's goofy. It's fun. This was reprinting some of those comic strips by Archie Goodwin. Love this cover. 8 of 10. And then an issue of Star Wars Droids from Dark Horse as well. This is issue number 3. Solid cover. Give it a 7. We have issue 54, which is the first original Marvel comic I was able to get. There's a hole ripped through this one, but it's pretty cool. It's got an advertisement for Spider-Man on it. Cool cover. It's issue 54. It's all right. 6 of 10 cover. We also have issue 50 here, which is a reprint with the Legends banner. A Legends banner reprint of Marvel Star Wars number 50, which is a special edition, super big issue. I love the cover art. It looks like it's been retouched a little bit here. This is kind of a cool copy to have. It's kind of cool that they reprinted some of the old Marvel run with the Legends banner. This was about when 108 came out that they did this. Cool promotion. So I think it's cool to have this edition of it. Who knows, it might be rare someday. So yeah, I give that one an 8. Then we have issue 78, which created some contradiction in the backstory of what happened with Hoth in regards to Jan Dodonna and some other characters. Maybe it wasn't Jan Dodonna. I can't remember who it was. I'll put that up on screen. But it's a cool cover. 6 of 10. 7 of 10. Then we have issue 82, which shows the Iskalon people. Great cover. I love this character. Great cover. I give it a solid 9. Just look at the details. I love it. I love these old covers. They're so fun. Issue 87 is wild and just really cool looking. I think it's really neat. Love this cover. It looks kind of modern in its design. It's just really cool. Solid 9. Then we also have this cover with the Lashbane people looking intimidating back there. This is issue 89. Super great cover. 9 of 10. This one's kind of a goofy one. I give it a 6. But Wookiee World. What a wacky cover. That's issue 91. It's just such a wacky cover. We have issue 96, which is, of course, a very valuable one. It's hard to come by a little bit. So I was lucky to get it for this killer deal. But Lumia is fighting Luke here, and it looks so cool. Love to get this signed one day. What an awesome looking comic. What an awesome looking Lumia versus Luke there. Absolutely wonderful stuff. Love it. 10 of 10. Classic cover. Then we have Marvel issue 108, which is of course a classic, one of the only comic released to us post 2014, and it was a triumph for Expanding Universe fans. Love everything about this. I want to pick up the variant covers at some point too. Then we have an original Ewoks Star comic release. This is the final issue in the series, issue 14. Love it. 9 of 10, just as the last cover was a 9 of 10 as well. We also have The Hunt for Aura Singh, which is issue 31 of Republic. Good stuff. Good cover. 8 of 10. Next up, we have Jedi Academy Leviathan. We have issue 1. Love this cover. 9 of 10. We have issue 2. 8 of 10. Kip there looks really cool. Love the logo, everything about it. Really cool stuff. We have issue 3. Cool cover again, 8 of 10. Love it. The colors look really good. I really love this like era in the 90s of like Star Wars comic storytelling. You know, the Tales of the Jedi, Crimson Empire, Jedi Academy, Leviathan vibes. This one's a solid cover as well. This is issue 4. I give it an 8 of 10. Again, really great stuff. Great art. We also have classic Star Wars Devil Worlds issue 1. Wacky stories in here that Supernatural Encounters references a lot of. And cool cover. 9 of 10. We have River of Chaos, which I hate this comic series. I hate it so much. This is not a good... I love most of the EU. I love like 98% of the EU. River of Chaos is not it. Not it, I tell you. These covers are wacky. 5 of 10 for all of them. This is 1 of 4. 2 of 4. I think I've misplaced 3 right now. Yep, but here's 4. But I do have 3, just misplaced. I'll get it back. Invasion issue 0. Hate this. Don't love the series. Don't love the series. But this is a solid cover. 10 of 10. Look at that for issue 0 of Invasion. Then issue 1, again, 9 of 10. No complaints on this cover. Looks like a really cool painting. Luke looks so cool there. Issue 2, it's alright. 7 of 10. Don't care about Finn as much. Cover's not as great. Issue 3, 6 of 10. Just not a fan of that art style or that look on that Vong. Issue 4, it's alright. This dude's pretty cool. It's alright. 7 of 10. Issue 5's a little cool. I'll give it a 7 as well. Then we have one of the coolest things I have in my collection. And that is a variant cover. This isn't what the original cover for Invasion's Rescues issue 1 looked like. I'll put that cover up here. But this is a Dark Horse 100 special edition. One of only 1,000 copies. So rare, so cool. I don't know how much it's valued at. Oh wait, yes I do. Yes I do. I've seen them going for hundreds on eBay. And I was lucky enough to get this for $5. Really cool cover. I give it a 10 of 10 just because of the rare factor to it. But it's a Dark Horse 100 special edition variant cover. That's really neat to me. Really lucky to have it. Invasion Rescues 2, 8 of 10. Do dig that cover quite a bit. The 2 colored lightsabers look cool. Issue 3 is alright, 6 of 10. I don't find it to be the coolest looking thing. And issue 4 of Rescues, I give it an 8. It's better. Looks pretty cool overall, honestly. And issue 5, 6 of 10. It's not doing it for me. It's just, it's alright. And that is all of the Star Wars comics and single issues that I have so far. I'd love to get more. I'd love to, have every Expanding Universe novel in individual single issue format, but I don't know if that's possible or if that's happening. But they're really cool. They're really cool. It's cool to have single issues, even if it's not convenient for reading. It's kind of fun to put something that you really love in frames to put up on a wall or on a shelf somewhere. So getting single issues here and there is really cool just for the art, I think, and because sometimes it's cool to go through and what was the original format and see what it was like, with the ads and stuff in there. And it's kind of special. It's kind of cool. Kind of dig it. But yeah, that's my single issue Star Wars Expanding Universe comic collection. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Do you have a lot of single issue Star Wars Expanding Universe comics in your collection? Do you keep them in a comic box? Keep mine on the shelf. What do you think of them? Is it as inconvenient as I've made it seem? What's your favorite format for collecting Star Wars Expanding Universe comics? Let me know in the comments. And thank you guys once again for watching me talk a bit about the single issues in my Star Wars Expanding Universe comic collection.